Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming, and study on Twitter, the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of Changeling Tale, Grace's Path. So y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you are up, and let's go! We round a family of barrel jellies larger than Bulgaria's barrel belly, and out of the murk emerges a shape. Grace grins even wider, her teeth glinting, and I know that this is what she wanted to show me. It's a small vessel that has sunk to the lake bottom. It doesn't appear to be new either. I can tell from the shape that the ship is older than either of us. She presses her muzzle to my mouth once more, breathing sweet air into my chest. This particular underwater kiss is less about function and all about passion. I'm dizzied, and it's not entirely due to the depth. In a sharp tug, and we dart off toward the wreck. Grace guides me through the hold-up into a small opening. As my head pokes up through it and into the bridge, I'm shocked to find myself surrounded by air. Amazingly, an air pocket is preserved in the wheelhouse, despite years of abandonment and neglect. The water has seeped through in only some places, leaving a few water stains and large puddles. Patterns play on the floor as light from the surface dimly filters through the wide pilot's windows. Let me lower the volume a little bit, y'all. There we go. The wide pilot's windows. A large ship's wheel stands out in the gloom. This is my special place, hidden away. Grace's head has popped up next to mine. Your secret? Yes, my secret. It's remarkable. Very honored that you brought me here. You should be. Come on, let me show you around. Pulled back under, and we travel all throughout the hollow hull, warm from its lengthy rest under sea. From port to starboard, stern to bow, there isn't much to see. Empty cabins long rotted to their frames, a hold barren of cargo except for a few scuttling crabs. But I could tell Grace is overjoyed at sharing this precious spot with someone. I suppose one person's lonely retreat can be another's private haven. New almanac entries available. Right, there's the almanac. Alright. We surface again in the bridge, and she hefts herself up onto the floor before lifting me up out of the water like I don't weigh a thing. Oof! Wow, Grace, this is really something. Isn't it just? How did you find it? Oh, I stumbled on this wreck years ago when I was diving for seashells. Been coming back ever since. Wait, years ago? You were swimming this far, this deep before you had flippers. She laughs, shaking her head. How do you think I got enough shells to line the church pews when we were younger? I'll never forget how loudly the women screamed when they sat. That was you. Grace beams with pride. She couldn't have been older than 5 or 6. A natural-born rascal, it would seem. I'll never forget the look of horror on my mother's face when it happened. The memory brings a smile to my face, and it takes a moment to circle back to the revelation at hand. It would seem that your sisters and I have seriously underestimated your swimming talents for a very, very long time. Talents is an understatement. For a girl her age, for anyone, diving on this loch is nothing short of superhuman. Has she been special like this all along? I told you, Malcolm, this was meant to be. And I brought you here because I do think you know me best. Here, take a seat. I have more to show you. There are no seats to take. I settle for the floor while Grace walks over to the helm and grabs something out from behind it. She drags a beaten old trunk into place between us. Here it is. Go on. Open it. My curiosity is piqued. What has she found? Jewelry? Gold? Visions of sparkling treasure flash through my mind. My hands tremble as they work the lashes. I lift the lid to find disappointment. The trunk is filled to the brim with knickknacks and bric-a-brac, a heap of items that she's obviously been collecting for some time. What is it? My stash, my goods, my beloved belongings. Oh dear, if only her sisters knew. It seems Grace's collecting habits have extended far beyond seashells now. I stared at all the stuff before me, not seeing much other than junk. A rusty metal plate, some threadbare clothing, a stuffed animal that has seen better days. But Grace takes to the pile like a queen to her riches. It's all very interesting. Grace runs her hands through the clutter, showing it off. It's not junk, I swear. They're antiques, not just common things. All found right here. From the center of the heap, she yanks out a crumpled flyer with torn edges. One that's been smoothed over in an attempt to flatten it back out. Here, take a look at this. I do. On the front, above the logo of an old cruise line, two flamingos beckon us to join them in their way in their water-stained tropical paradise. Isn't it beautiful? Well, it certainly looks inviting. We should go. She is joking. She's playing it very straight. Can imagine up and leaving for some tropical island, especially so soon after getting home. With the war, I'm not sure the cruise lines are even operating yet. Bah, who needs a ship when you can swim? I lift up the pamphlet and open it to hide my face, so Grace doesn't see my skepticism. Out from between the folds drops a worn photo. I pick it up, thankful for the opportunity to change the subject. In the picture stands a young woman, hands on her hips, smiling broadly. Who's this? Beats me. I found it with all the other stuff. I like her, though. She reminds me of Mother. Grace would only know her mother from photos like these. Artifacts of a life that could have been just out of reach. It dawns on me why she is attached to such things. Yes, she's beautiful. Do you suppose she went down with the ship? Oh, how horrible! I would guess she was the lover of one of the men on the boat. It's common to carry the picture of the woman you love with you, isn't it? Of course. I think back to all the soldiers who carried the pictures of girlfriends and wives at home. Us single folk were always a bit envious of them. A few bachelors even took to carrying magazine clippings of models and actresses just to show others, or anyone to ask who was waiting for their return. What picture did you have, Malcolm? Me? I carried a photo of Mother. If anyone asked, I told them I wanted to get back to bring her home some French perfume. Did you? Bring her any? Stomach drops. I bought a nice bottle of Eau de Perfume for Mother in Paris. I passed it off to a fellow soldier when I got word that my parents had left Orkney Craig. I didn't, actually. Oh, well, you can now. I could ferry you up to the Seine de Paris. You could buy us all of the pastries we can eat. Grace seems intent on bringing up the subject of travel, much to my chagrin. No, I think my traveling days are over. Really? Why? It's not as easy as swimming the ocean, Grace. There's more to it than that. Not anymore. You can as easily hop on my back as I can swim the English Channel. You're dreaming now, Grace. Yes, I'm dreaming. Look at Jessie. She's living her dream right now. As far as we know, what if she's miserable? Oh, stop. We could do it. To go anywhere. Anytime. Get away from it all. Just you and me. There's a little something called practicality, Grace. I happen to be a big fan of it. She snorts at me. You and Marion both. I'm entirely sick of being practical. Practical gets you nowhere. When I hear Marion's name, I think I realize why Grace is so suddenly keen on a vacation getaway. Grace, your sister. She has a lot on her plate. A farm to manage, and 2 firecracker siblings to support. I'm not saying she'll come completely around, but give her time. She'll adjust. Malcolm, I know Marion. It's a lost cause. Come now, she raised you, Grace. Cut her some slack. She doesn't take change well. She sees the world through a very narrow lens. Even so, she'll see it's still you, eventually. She cares very, very much for you. Sometimes to a fault. Is it such a bad thing? All I'm saying is it'd be nice if she opened up her world a bit and let loose. It's as if I see an actual light bulb glow above Grace's head. Find someone else to care for! Pardon? She wears a wide, toothy grin. The wheels are already turning. And what if we find Marion someone to love? I don't think she already has enough irons. You don't think she already has enough irons in the fire? It'd do her a world of good to find more things that make her happy. You know, instead of a martyr. I'm having a difficult time following her logic. How exactly do you intend to play matchmaker? Tell her to go to the stag and nanny and wait for someone to buy her a drink? Marion's not bound to be very responsive to that right now. I'm serious. Love is a powerful thing. Malcolm, you've shown me how powerful love really is, so maybe I won't just tell her. Oh, goodness. Grace crawls over to the trunk to me, coming perilously close. Maybe I'll show her. I can't catch my breath, and I'm extremely confused. You're gonna have to explain. Grace strokes my leg and smiles mischievously. Marion just needs to find a soulmate, and then she'll come to understand what I'm going through. It's a transformation handling her brain. With the new wide hips and her ampler chest in full view, it's certainly handling mine. I swallow deeply. Is that right? It's like a quest. To find your sister or boyfriend. Yes, a hunt. Well, I question her approach. I do believe anyone would benefit from having a close friend. One to confide in, trust among other things. I'm reasonably sure Grace no longer has her sister in mind. Ah! Uh-oh. Grace pushes me down on my back. When my head hits the wood board, I have a flash of what's about to happen next. She lays down atop me, clasping the back of my head, gliding her long tongue from my lips up my cheek to my ear, where she whispers, Can I hunt you, Malcolm? The inside of my ear tingles from her breath. One part of my brain is screaming to take hold of her, but the other side argues to put everything to a halt. Hunt me like prey. I realize I'm flopping around the ship's floor like fresh catch. Mine. She kisses me square on the lips. Everything throbs within me. All mine. Her hand trails down to my drawers, and I know I have to stop this. I'm just not ready. Grace. I place my hand on hers. You should slow down. Again? Yes, I need time to... To what? I thought you liked me. I don't understand. I do, Grace, truly. I just think we both need to take a step backwards, not to jump in head first. Grace laughs and places her hands on both sides of my face, as if in reassurance. But I like doing things head first. I do too, but... Grace gives me another kiss that lasts entirely too long, eating away my resolve. It's alright. I can be patient. She winks. For a while. Back on shore, I let my body dry off in the last rays of the setting sun. Not far away, Grace swims in the shallows as carefree as a dolphin, and I know I've not offended her. I try to relax in the warm sunbeam, but my mind races. Our undersea adventures left me feeling as unclear about a relationship as the murky waters below. There's still so much happening so quickly, but if anyone understands me, it's Grace. I'm sure we'll work it out given time. Time. The one thing Grace seems so reluctant to give, for whatever reason. Although I'd be lying to myself if I wasn't feeling a wee bit giddy to see where this goes too. As she steps out from the loch, I liken Grace to a tidal wave, unrelenting and a force to be reckoned with. And of course, one hell of a ride. It's been quite a day, hasn't it? It's the understatement of the decade. I can't even wrap my head around it. So instead, I find myself wondering where things go from here. Hi, but what about tomorrow? What about it? I wrapped my arms around her waist and struck again that I no longer have to tilt my head down to find her wet lips. I kissed them gently. Tomorrow we'll do whatever you want, Grace. Anything? Anything. A slight grin forms on her face. See you tomorrow then, Malcolm. Before I can say anything more, she dives back into the water, out of sight. It leads me to wonder if that was a promise I ought to have made. Alright, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!